So there's a guy named Giovanni Gonzalez. He's a mortgage consultant working for Wells Fargo. And he's got a daughter named Mackenzie. Turns out she's sick and she's got cancer. She needs really expensive surgery. So Wells Fargo winds up asking about her to this guy. And United Healthcare, who's their healthcare provider, also asking apparently a lot of questions. And they apparently made several references to the cost of her treatment, etc. And then a couple of days before she's about to get her expensive surgery, they fire her. Now, as I first started reading the story, I think, you know what, maybe they fired him for something else and he thinks it's because of this, and you know, does Wells Fargo really care that much to save United Healthcare money, etc. But then when you read into the details of the story, it only gets worse for Wells Fargo. So first of all, what's the technical reason they fired him? They said that he didn't fill out his timesheet right. That is the #1 reason given when you want to fire someone and have no other reason.